What's up, everybody? It's your boy JT.
And Nene, let's get into the episode.
One quick start.
You said hold up though.
Well, hey guys, welcome to the Pill Talk Podcast. It's your boy JT,
Wow, and Nene.
and we are back with another episode. Look, man, I just want to say you're gorgeous.
Stop saying that.
You are gorgeous.
Literally.
Yes.
Yo, literally.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Tatas. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Booby Month. Like
Whoa, booty.
I said, booby. I'm talking about breast. All the breasts in the world. But
Sorry.
October, we're here. It's October. Breast cancer and Drake albums. That's how it goes.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. You've been
I've been doing it. I can't believe I
doing it, man.
have. It's exhausting, to be honest. I'm just gonna be honest. It really is. Like I think they said like you use like 30% of your brain to like breastfeed, which is insane. Like what? I mean of your body. I'm sorry, not your brain.
like what limitless pill did you find?
30% of your body, like to breastfeed, like basically like all your energy. It's a lot.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
What did you discover?
Huh?
Yeah.
Are you?
But nah, man.
But yeah, it's a lot. It's
Bro, like
exhausting.
real talk. Yeah, I mean it's been great. From each kid you've been able to breastfeed more, which is not only beautiful, but it is very cost effective. Very
Right. It's been 4 months and we had to buy formula. Like I cannot believe it. Seriously.
That's a blessing.
It's like
But it go to show your body will do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
Like
it's true.
if you put, if you take care of your body, do the right things, follow, the steps, the health,
basic,
the basic steps.
just the
Like
basics.
it's crazy.
Literally.
That's why people always be like, man, who don't believe in God or what. I'd be like, bro,
It's crazy.
use your head.
Yeah.
You can have a baby from having sex, making a baby, and then produce food for the first 2 years. Like it's
crazy.
insane. Like I don't have enough faith to believe that God doesn't exist.
Right.
Like what else would I believe in?
Right.
Like,
then on top of that, I mean, most of it it also regulates you in producing more kids, being able to have more kids. I mean, it's insane. It's like it does so much,
And even right now,
It's crazy.
speaking funny story. I was trying to go get my what I call bill of health, saying that I am good to go after my vasectomy, and apparently I have to wait because I have an actual appointment at 8:30 a.m. a couple weeks from now, and they want me to produce a sample at 8:30 in the morning. And I'm like, ma'am, what do you want me to do at 8? Like my day done. Like I might as well take a day off PTO. Like you want me to wake up, do what I do into a little cup,
Drop it off.
be there within 30 minutes, wait for the result. Like my day is like,
Ruined.
I'm not. Come on, man.
Your day
Anyway,
is
I'm like, man, why can't I just
seeping
bring
through.
a sample like during the daytime or maybe evening, afternoon? No, 8:30 in the morning. They want a sample.
You better get on your J. Cole stuff.
Oh, I got it. I can't do that. You can't. That's the thing. They tell you can't have. You got to have like just a sample with no intercourse because you got to be clean.
Pure
like,
you.
Yeah. They don't want anything to mess up the sample. So,
Good luck.
oh man. Anyway, enough of that talk. We'll let you know how it goes. So
Because
I promise you.
zero.
I'm gonna be super dramatic with. I might make a video like super dramatic with the reading the results and stuff.
It better be zero, bro.
Better be. Or they gonna owe me some money
That's insane.
or child support.
If it's not, like,
But,
what are you?
Yeah, they
if
gonna
it's
owe me
not
some
zero.
child support.
Like,
Definitely.
what are you, seriously?
Yeah. So anyway, I do want to say this. Dom is a very flip-floppy person. Okay.
Whoa.
Why am I saying that? You may ask. Oh, it's a baby, man. I'm
Okay,
saying that
Mom.
because when Dom and I talked about her not working, she was like, oh my God, no, I would never stay home. I would never be that type of person, blah, blah, blah. I would never do that. Lo and behold, literally within She's been home what 6, 7, 8, almost a year.
I've been home.
You've been home like a year, and
I've
yeah,
been home
you've
a
been home a
year,
year.
not working how I used to work. Yes.
You've been home a year. No, I would say you've been home literally. You've been home at least 8 months of not working.
Period.
Period. But then before that, you had went to 1 day of work
I worked
for
one
like,
day a week.
like half a year. So it's like almost been a year and a half of
Full year of change.
But
yes.
you was like you would never do that.
Right.
And then when I seen you that
Or I
post,
couldn't, yeah.
there was a post circulating around of a guy basically telling a girl like, "Hey, I'm gonna take you off your job and give you an allowance. You just gotta take care of the house." I sent it to you like, "Ha ha ha, this would never be you." And you were like, "Oh wait, that's not bad." And I'm like, "We just talked about how you would never."
Let me.
Oh yeah, explain your hypocrisy.
Yeah, because I feel like hypocrisy is a part of growth, is what I believe. If I'm ever changing, I'm learning myself. I'm learning what I should be doing, my future, etc. Sometimes it changes. So I think that me not wanting to leave my job or day job was really just silly, honestly, if you thought about it. Because it's like I didn't want to. I necessarily didn't want to be there all the time like that. So why would
No, you got to say that the correct way because you sounded a little off. What you're saying is, if you are changing as a person,
Yeah,
and then you obviously, if I'm changing, getting older, stuff
I
changes.
realize that.
If you compare it to what I said a year
can't be
ago,
it, yeah.
it would look
Ain't
like hypocrisy because I'm changing.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to
Oh,
say.
you're saying yeah.
You said hypocrisy means
Period.
that,
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
yeah.
No. There is a
But
difference.
if it's hypocrisy based on change or growth, then okay.
Nothing's wrong with that. It's change. Yeah, but
More the story.
basically, I changed. I don't know what to say. I have more wisdom, knowledge of my own self, who I am.
Okay, ideally, I'll say this: most women, most men would. I'm gonna talk for myself. Most men would love to have, or just have their wife be home all day, or be able to allow their wife the platform to do what she wants to do.
Yeah.
I'll say that because nobody gonna be comfortable. Some people might be comfortable with just a trophy wife who just lay up and do nothing.
Some people are.
Some
yeah, they
people
love
like that, but I'm saying most working men,
Yeah.
most providers, the ones y'all want, I think would say, I want to provide the platform and the space for you to have a stress-free, carefree life. But unfortunately, we live in a society where Lunchables are $25 each, and it costs almost $100 to fill up a Kia Elantra.
Like, for real.
Like the price of living is not the same. If you look this 12, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
if I was making what I was making then,
Right.
but now with everything in the price of what it
Are
is,
you making more money? The stuff getting higher.
yeah, bro.
going
And
on?
you got people going on strikes, and
Wow.
that's just going to. I mean, the price of living has
Right.
definitely impacted gender roles, and I think people always want to
Absolutely.
ignore that big elephant in the
It
room.
really has.
Like we be in our 20s wanting people to be able to take care of a wife and 4 kids at the age of 28, and it's like that's just an ungodly level of stress for the average person. So when I saw the post, I don't think you should ever look at that as a negative. I think you should applaud people who, do what they think, like whatever it is they're
best.
doing. Like if it's
Yeah.
their best, like what they can offer. Because even some people say, "Oh, the allowance not enough" or whatever. Like just do.
I mean, I think that was pretty good.
I think it was forfeit. Basically, the post was, "Hey, come." He was telling his wife or girlfriend, "Hey, you don't have to work anymore. I'm gonna give you $450 a week. Just take care of the house." And it went kind of crazy because you had people sharing it saying, "Oh, I can't wait to find a man like this." You had people sharing it saying, "This dude is whack." You had people sharing it saying, "It's not enough money."
And let me tell you what I thought let me tell you what I thought. So I was like, no, that's a good idea because I mean now whoever that is has she doesn't have to worry about making money because she'll make money, but also she'll be able to do the things around the house that she couldn't have probably did because she was out so much working, and she will also free up time to do something that she really likes to do, or like to turn a passion into a business or whatever, whatever was whatever she couldn't do while she was working, she could do it now. And that's what I thought about it. I thought about potential, and I thought about things that could be, that
Well,
opened up a door for her.
This is my okay. This is the only thing I would say, because what does that mean? Like when somebody says, because I think we've had this discussion before, where it's like, hey, you're home.
Yeah.
What are you doing to like, you know what I'm saying? Like we've had that before, where we had to say, okay, let's just come together and make sure that we're doing what we said we're gonna do. Or
Yeah.
that's because to be honest, I've had times throughout when I'm like, hey, I feel like I'm doing my everything I said I would do and more.
Right.
And I feel like, can you like help me understand like what's going on? That's basically
Right.
what I was saying. Cause Dom, it would be times I would come home.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
he
the
did.
house is dirty.
He'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Like
I feel like when people hear stuff like that, like, "Oh, the wife could stay home," whatever, I think they are fearful of someone taking advantage of them. Like, because it's really easy for a woman to get taken advantage of if they're not, like bringing in anything or having their own money.
But the thing is, even in that scenario, I don't get why people try to separate money in a relationship.
And
Like,
that's
how
the problem.
can I give you a
Yeah.
$450 allowance? No, I'm not giving you anything. We are together, so it's our money, our account. It should be our account. So it's like basically, I'm just saying, hey, don't spend more than $450 this week. I'm not paying you.
But just don't spend more than that.
Yeah, or whatever the amount is. I'm just saying, like, that makes more sense, and it sounds to me
It sounds better.
more like a partnership than
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay you $450, stay home.
All right.
No, man, just don't. You can
Just
use
limit.
your head. Yeah, limit. Don't be crazy.
Yeah.
I don't see why it's so hard, but I think the overall thing is, hey, one, there's no correct answer. There's a lot of incorrect answers on how you should split stuff or do stuff. A lot of people tell you do it this way. You got to do it this way. You got the people who say, hey, my mom never paid bills. My grandma never paid bills. I'm not gonna pay any bills. I'm gonna do whatever.
Yeah.
If that works for you, fine. You find that's fine. That's whatever covenant you have with your person, you keep
Right,
that covenant.
that's right.
But
That's
my thing is, what happens when these things become public, and now you have different people with different situations, different perspectives, different
Yeah.
situations.
Thoughts. And
They
stuff.
get to criticize something that wasn't intended for them.
Right.
That's how I
But
feel.
everybody's looking for a thrill or
Yeah, I mean, I get
to
it.
go
It's-
viral, so
it-
they add their
I
business
get,
to the.
but my thing was, I
whatever.
get what he was doing was not bad. He was
Nothing
trying.
what he's saying was
'cause
bad, though.
The
I
guy,
don't-
the person who
between
originally
them.
posted it, I think was just saying like, I love this woman. Look what I'm doing for her.
Yeah.
Like trying to show y'all like this how much I love her.
And
like-
and we don't know too what her job situation is. She
Yeah,
could
she
that
could've
could be
been in
more
a-
than what she making.
But she could have been in a terrible job too.
Yeah,
You don't know
right.
what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, so for me, when I saw the post, I sent it to I'm like, bro, it's crazy how you used to say you would never do this. And then you'd be like, okay,
No, because
see the potential benefit of being
yeah,
able to
like, and I just
come off a job for a
yeah,
time period,
yeah,
and then
Because you know what I
invest in
used to
something
do?
else, and then turn that into an income
Right.
source. Like because I think, let's be honest, most and that's what a lot of women were sharing the post. Like, I wish somebody would do this so
Yeah.
I could focus on
something now.
my dreams, my business, my plans, because I can't because I got a slave at this job.
And I wanted to tell you something about the slaving at the job. It's not necessarily that we hate our jobs or that, God, these jobs suck. We just hate the fact that we can't take the energy and put it into something that we would love to do. We have to literally work for money because most of the time we are single moms. And so it's like, for me, for real, like my instant thoughts my instant thought about jobs or about getting a job was strictly, I need to make money. I got a kid now. I can't be acting crazy. I got to put myself on the back burner because I need to make money. So whatever job is going to give me the time that I need to be off at the right time, whatever job is going to allow me to be a mom too. Like if my kid is sick, I get to go home and keep my job.
I forgot the whole kid thing too.
So that is why.
having kids, I'm not gonna lie. If you
Yeah.
got kids involved, that adds, especially nowadays, that
Mm-hmm.
adds a lot of investment, like time
Yeah.
investment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
parents nowadays have to be more involved with school day to
Yep.
day than ever before. They have to be more involved with a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's a good point.
And it's just like, you work for money. Like that's literally what you're doing. So
Right.
you really forget. I mean, your dreams, your goals, stuff like that. And then you 70 years old and you realize like, dang, I
Yeah.
ain't really doing nothing.
I mean,
just
like
worked.
for us, the only time, again, the only time we really had friction is when and my thing was, I was just trying to explain to you that it's like, hey, I'm holding up my end, and
No, I don't have a problem with
I
you
was
saying that
like,
ever.
I was coming home like, okay, even though I don't mind cleaning up, I don't mind
Yeah.
cooking,
But
I
he
don't
only says
mind-
that when it's really like it's really like it's multiple times like consistently. Like I never had a problem with you doing it. I mean, like I think about that now. I don't have a problem with you doing that because it's true. It's literally facts. Like you are holding up your end of the bargain. We agreed to this together. It wasn't no, hey, you need to do this, like, or hey, you need to stop working, like whatever. It was something that I had say so in, and I agreed to something. I agreed to do something. So it's not like it's one sided to where I have to feel bad. Like I don't feel bad because you hold me accountable. I don't feel bad about that. Because
Yeah,
if you didn't do something, trust me,
I feel the
if
same
you
way.
didn't,
Like, to me, what
I
was
would hold
trying
you
to-
accountable.
What I was trying to compare it to when we had that conversation, I was like, basically, that would be like you coming home, the lights off because I didn't pay the bill,
Yeah,
and I got mad because you asked me what's going on,
Right.
and I agreed to pay
that.
whatever. That's
And
how I was trying
not
to.
let you worry about that.
Yeah,
yeah, I
Because
get it.
I did, and not, also, I just didn't want you to get into this thing like where, because you switched from working to not working, and like kind of taking that moment to like breathe and just take
Yeah.
a pause. I didn't want you to stay there
Like that.
and don't do anything. Like, don't work on your business.
Yeah, don't
work
do
on your
nothing.
books,
Yeah,
don't
I
work on
get
your
it.
music,
But
don't
that's
work on-
funny because I mean, it was gonna. I feel like it was gonna go there. Like I had to snap back. Like, girl, relax. Like, chill. Like, you need to make a plan. Like, do something. Like, like because I could have went there easily, stayed in that area. Like, oh
Yeah, I
snap!
think you
Like
just-
it was like I had to get snapped back to reality because like, oh, my
Right.
life's not over. Do you want to be this way? I don't want to be this way. I don't. Like, so I don't think nothing was wrong with that because yeah, you can get caught up in just that moment of like relief.
Right.
Like, wow, I can relax. And nothing's wrong with having days or moments where you relax.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
just like
Both sides.
being in a relaxed state like that, like just not ever doing anything for a long period of time, that's not okay. I don't think that's okay.
My thing is this. I just
For me.
I just wanted to be clear that because when I saw the post, I was like, man, I saw the attention it was getting. Like it was a lot of negative attention. Like people saying, oh, the guy is whack for doing it. Women are whack for wanting it. I don't think I just think it
I
was
don't think either.
like we have to stop.
It's whatever they want to do.
We have to stop taking stuff that's not for us, making it about us. Like, just look at it, like it, if not, keep scrolling. Like,
yeah.
jeez, bro.
Okay. Like that's on them.
If these people are married or whatever, and they saying this is how they run their household,
Right.
I'm not going. Hey, that's a covenant between two.
Good for
people.
y'all. Good for
y'all.
them.
Hey,
Okay.
that's what y'all want to do. Get it done.
Yep.
Oh, kids just saying,
I was just pausing for them.
yeah, but
But yeah, that's why I agree too. Is what it is. Whatever worked for y'all, whatever worked for y'all. Because there's always somebody who wants something you have, so it don't matter. Like, it's not like, oh, this is the only way. No, there's people who don't have that and who will look at that and be like, wow, man,
all right.
he cares about his wife. Like, he cares about
And
her
that's why
dreams.
I think he was, and based on his post, I think he was saying like, this is how much I love this woman, y'all.
Yeah.
Like,
I would pay, literally give her money.
I want her at home, focusing on her dreams and goals.
Yeah.
I'm investing. I mean, we can look at. I think your parents are a good example of like
Mm-hmm.
your dad really investing and your stepdad taking great care of y'all, investing while your mom built an empire in in
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
childcare. And
absolutely.
then now, when the tables flip,
Mm-hmm.
it can be returned to him, and they just have that. They had that covenant, that agreement that hey,
Yeah.
we're in this for the long term right now. But right now, the best thing is for me to focus on
This,
X, Y, and Z, and you to focus on
that.
A, B, and C.
Yeah, that's
and
so
like
true though.
that's why I be saying like the partnership of marriage, like it should be fruitful, it should produce.
And it's
Like,
funny because it's like if you go more into detail, you think about it. There's things that my dad is doing now that he wanted to do before, like
all right.
homes,
And
all that stuff. So
and it should be more. Marriages should produce more than just kids.
absolutely,
Like
yeah,
marriages should produce more than just multiple kids. There should be
heck yeah.
production and fruitfulness out of a
Constantly,
marriage.
and I feel like it should be seasons. Okay, you might have kids this season, or this next season, next
Yeah,
season, next
but
season. Like,
if you have two people that are in covenant, especially if they have a spiritual connection as
Yeah.
well, I feel like there should be it should be more like it should always be like just producing fruit,
constantly,
constant fruit.
Yeah, I agree,
And so for us,
100%.
our thing is one, we can nothing is like permanent. Like it's not like this is what it is. We were just in
Nah.
a season where I felt, and I mean, I really want you to be honest. We're on a podcast.
We're on our podcast.
When you were working before you got pregnant the last time, before you know,
before Journey.
before you know,
Oh.
I think it was before Journey, but whenever you stop working full time, when you still working full time, the person you were was so terrible, and not from a sense of you being ugly to me or I didn't want to be around you.
But
I'm just saying your outlook on
my
life was
God.
bad. Like you didn't
Yeah.
want to get up and do
Yeah.
nothing. You had no ambition to do anything. Like it was just like you were stuck in this work cycle.
Yeah.
You would come home. I would be like, babe, you literally came home. You were in a cycle. Like literally would get up, get the kids ready, go to work, get off at late, 5:36, come home,
Goodness
cook,
gracious.
eat, get the kids ready, go to
Do the same exact thing
Right.
all over again. And it wasn't because I didn't like my environment at work, but it was just because I wasn't fulfilled,
Yeah.
There was
I
something
think
in me.
it's like you disconnected. Like
Yeah,
just
like,
emotionally.
because I
to
just
do
knew
it.
that, emotionally I was just, I mean, just every way I was working because I needed to, like, because I felt I needed to do that. And I felt like that was the best choice for me at the moment. But I really didn't want to work all day. And I didn't want to just work, a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be home, like be able to like go to my kids' things, like, take
that's-
this time to be a parent right now
Right.
because I felt
And
like
you
that was
couldn't.
important.
And
Yeah.
I kept telling you, like, just trust me. Like, go do
Mm-hmm.
like what you need to do right now. Like, trust me, I got you.
He kept saying
And I
that.
kept saying it. And I'm be honest. It was sometimes I was like, I don't know if I couldn't do it, but I'm a
Figure it out.
figure it out because I saw like you going down this
It
path
was
of like,
sad.
I mean, literally, depression. Like,
I feel like it was depression.
I call it depression. The Bible call it a spirit of heaviness.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw you going down a path that just wasn't healthy, and then it started bleeding over into your relationships with me
And the
subsequently
kids.
the kids. Like they
Yeah.
started feeling like they literally would be like, "Oh, don't."
like their burdens. Like
Don't-
they like
yeah.
my snappiness was on oh my
And
god,
even though
2000.
I felt like even though I was helping, like that's at the time when I worked. I still worked. I was still working like at a place, so I had
Mm-hmm.
to leave, go to the news station, whatever. But I still would help, like get the kids ready, drop them off. I still would, help sometimes pick them up, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just felt like I could not help enough
for me.
to those 9 hours you were at the daycare, and then I feel like I couldn't help enough. Like that's how I
Yeah.
felt. Like it was nothing I can do.
I agree. And
besides step in and say, okay, you're too much on this.
like tell me about myself because it was really me. Like what I was just in a cycle of myself. Like I think it was coming from a moment coming from like being this independent woman, like, society telling you need to be this, you don't need to rely on a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the stigma behind a black woman, first of all. And I coming from that and then coming into this marriage and having these kids and having somebody who wants to help. And then you looking at like, I don't know what to do. Like, but I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I want to be in control of my life, but I don't know what to do. And it was just a lot for me because I wanted to be this person and I wanted to be that person too. And I just had to sit myself down and be like, what are you really doing this for? And I realized that I was really working any job, period, just working for money. There was no thought behind
No thought.
the jobs that
No
I
thought or
picked.
no real
No
passion.
passion,
Like the
no
passion.
natural passion. Yeah.
Like you had a passion, obviously, you know, you worked with kids, like you weren't just there like being rude, and, like you
Right,
loved
right.
kids.
Yeah,
You
I
did
do.
your job
I love
great.
to teach
You did
people.
your job too well.
Yeah.
Where it was like
It was starting to engulf me.
you did it so well that it matched. Like people never thought.
No.
People probably thought
Yeah.
you wanted to do that.
People did. People
'Cause you
still
did it so
do.
well.
Cause I just am so good at it. It's just the
Right.
truth, but it's just something that I just am good at.
And so, as a husband, the only reason I stepped in, like, if you was working a different job where I didn't see it impact you as much or whatever, I would have been like, I wouldn't have said nothing. But it got to a point where I was like, look, I don't even like being around you
Yeah.
because you just be like moping around, upset,
Negative.
super negative, and I
Super
was like,
snappy.
I get,
Especially to
like,
kids.
This is why some men make posts like that because women are working these jobs that they traditionally wouldn't have to work because of whatever the situation. And it's like, I get it, man. Like, so yeah, I mean,
I was physically exhausted, I think. I just was exhausted.
yeah, you wouldn't even take
I couldn't
days
even
off.
take care of my kids because I was just so annoyed. Like once I got home, I would just be like, okay.
Yeah, like y'all,
I want quietness,
y'all
please.
really don't understand. Like, she would get off work at 5:30, get home at 6, start cooking.
Yeah.
just start cooking because we had very hungry kids at the time.
Oh my goodness.
Cook from like 6 to 7, feed them. Then we would start doing the bedtime routine.
Yeah.
Then by the time we got everybody ready for bed,
Yeah.
you know, put to sleep. Now it's 9 o'clock.
I'm dead.
She dead tired. She getting in the tub first off, she goes just go in the bathroom, shut the door.
Yeah.
Just to decompress so she
Yeah.
can survive. Then she's sitting in the tub till like 10.
Yep.
Like, I'm no joke. Like,
joke.
Don would literally sit in the tub
No
for so
joke.
long. I would literally look in there and be like, is she okay? And then just shut the door. 'Cause,
Like, I really would, y'all. And I think about it, that's so depressing.
It was to the point that I literally would take a bath in a different bathroom because like I would plan to use the bigger tub that we had in our bathroom, but she would be in there all night and I would just be like, yo.
That's so depressing. I'm just thinking about
But you really was in this
nobody
state.
knew, like nobody would think that I was like that. That's depressing. That's depression. Like that is some
nobody-
type of form of
like,
depression.
and that's the thing.
Like-
People would have looked at you and been like, from the outside,
yeah.
and been like, "Oh, this girl living life. She got,
She
she
smiles.
got a brand new car. Just had a boy. She had the girl she always wanted.
She got a job.
Got a
She's smiling. They doing good.
doing great.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, it was not.
It wasn't inside. It was internally. You know.
But
It was internally, yeah. And but I'm glad. That's why I feel like it's so important to have a partner, you know,
that's
that
the
you
thing.
have,
that really
because
pays attention.
I think, yeah, because he pays attention so much, he saw that and he was able to like wake me up. Like I had to go in the bathroom and I remember crying at night because I was just so shocked at my own self. Like I could not believe that this was happening to me, that I had allowed myself to get into this state of, I don't even know, like this unhealthy state of routine.
It
Like
was a spirit of heaviness. It was
yeah,
spirit
yeah, it was
depression.
wild, and I had to
And
let
it
that
was
thing go.
It was a working depression where you work through it, which is even worse. I feel like
that's
it's
worse.
like you already
because
feel
people really never know.
you already feel crazy. Then you go work over that.
Right.
Like that's insane.
Yeah, and I just was like, I didn't have no willpower. My future was so unclear. I didn't know. It was just over it all.
I mean, the good thing is, you know, and that's why I say it's very important on who you are with, who you marry, because like you need somebody who really go know you, love you,
Look
care
at you,
about
yeah.
you, pay attention,
Yeah.
see you going down places, pull you out,
Yeah,
be brave enough to confront you. Like it happened the other way around. Dominic came to me multiple times like, hey, you not going to sleep till like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
What's going on? Like you thinking about something, you know, you got anxiety, like what's going on? Like you need to be with somebody that cares. Like that's why I be saying we be so wrapped up in, oh, I need a man for money, or I need a woman,
just all that,
you know, for sex.
vain
like
things.
the soup, like those things are great benefits. Like making money, having money, spoiling the person you with, showing them love.
That's sweet. That's
gifts,
nice. But
that's
at the
great.
end of the day,
good sex is amazing.
Yep.
All that. But at the end of the day,
at the end of the day, my
do you
goodness.
have somebody that cares for you, that literally loves you at your core, not
Can
what
help
you can
you.
do.
Yeah.
And that's why, bro, like,
Yeah.
we gonna talk. That's probably one of the first topics we talk about on our Sunday segment.
Yeah.
We gonna literally talk about how Christ loved us, and that's enough.
Right. That was literally enough.
That's enough, and that's
Love
why,
makes you do a lot of things.
and that's why even in a marriage, I'm like, hey, sometimes the love, like, and I'm talking about an authentic, not what we have learned love to be,
Right.
but an authentic love is like the most important thing. And anytime you ask somebody, what do you look for in a person? Normally it's gonna be, I want a God-fearing person. I want somebody with a job, with stability. It's a long list before you get to somebody. They'll say somebody that love me,
Just for me.
just for me.
Right. It's always at the end.
It's always at the end.
It's like, oh, yeah, and they
Start
can
with
love
love.
me. They should love me. Just
I would love.
yeah, I think it should start with love because love really does do a lot. It anchors you, like
God is
yeah.
love.
and He's our anchor. So
Yeah, man. So that's it. I'm really, we got to go. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna make a clip out of this because we've been looking at this.
the whole
Picture
time
the
it's just
whole
so
time
like
on
you
YouTube.
guys better
We've been
say
looking at
something.
this picture the whole time of Drake's son made this video. I mean, this picture, album art, and it's like low key fire, but then low key kind of spooky. If you
It's
really
kind
look.
of spooky, but it's just hilarious because you know it's
Honestly,
a child.
If you have kids, this
You
is how
know
kids draw
this
everything.
is literally how children draw.
But I think they added the coloring to
Yeah.
it, which makes it look great. But kids draw like right now, if I would tell my son to come draw a horse,
He would
that
draw
is what it would
something
look like.
insane
If
just
I
like
would
that.
say draw a cow, that is what it would look
Yeah, like-
kids cannot draw.
I mean, you remember you picture you?
But that's a great picture, actually.
I think this is a great
That's
picture. This is a future artist. I'm telling you. He's jealous. Sorry.
jealous. Sorry.
He might be an
My
artist.
baby a little jealous.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, he teasing. Get out of here.
But yeah, guys.
Choking yourself. Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for tuning in this week.
Hey, guys.
Good night.